Hello guys, Matthew here and welcome back again to the Tech YouTube channel. Another week, another CPU cooler, this one being actually a brand new model which was just recently introduced to the market and which is coming from SilverStone by the name of AR07. This model is their, so to speak, affordable take on the mid-range segment of CPU coolers, coming in at around $40. Beside the pointed out features on the front of the box, on there you will also see a big picture of the cooler itself, and going around the box you will come across onto a few more different pictures which are showing off the cooler's features as well as its dimensions. Last but not the least, on the left side you can see a list of technical specifications and some multilingual talk about the cooler's special features, continuing on the right side. Opening up the box, here we have a user manual. In this left and right separated compartments we have all the necessary parts for the cooler installation. Here's the 140mm fan. And of course, here's the cooler itself. The AR07 looks and construction-wise doesn't go outside your usual scope compared to other models. Here we have a pretty common combination of aluminum fins with three 8mm copper heat pipes, which go through them all the way to the bottom, where you'll see that they come into direct contact to the CPU base. By the looks of it, the cooler supports symmetrical design, it's not offset and it's centered with the CPU base, which is good news for RAM clearance, especially for the X99 platform. The only thing that's a bit out of the ordinary is the design of the fins on the edges, where you can notice that they protrude a bit. Silverstone calls it diamond edge fins, and they are probably here to improve the airflow for better overall performance. As I mentioned, the fan is 140mm big and comes with this pretty unusual blue color of the frame, which could potentially be a problem if you want to color match it to the rest of your components. The cable is nicely braided and all in black, while the 4-pin PWM connector will probably poke you in the eye with its white color. Installation of the AR07 is really easy and straightforward, especially if you do it on an X99 platform. It takes around 5 minutes to complete it, 8 regular screws, 4 for the socket and 4 for clamping down the 2 holding brackets on the cooler, 1 on each side, and 4 thumb screws with which you tighten everything up. I finished off with putting the fan onto it, and that's about it. As you can see, there is more than enough room for the RAM, even for the first slot. Considering that it needed to cool off 8 cores and 16 threads, the AR07 coped really good with its 140W TDP beast. It never went above the 55°C mark under AIDA's 64 system stability test, while under overclocking settings at 4.3 GHz and 1.25 volts, it managed to cool the CPU down enough so it wouldn't throttle, mostly below the 80°C mark. My usual 1.36 volt and 4.5 GHz setting was a bit too high for it, as even some of the all-in-one water coolers that I've tried couldn't cope with that. On top of all of that, the 140mm fan is really quiet, almost inaudible in idle and barely noticeable under load, and that's on an open test bed. That's it guys for this time. Thank you once again for checking out the unboxing and review of the SilverStone's AR07 Air CPU cooler. Feel free to give us a thumbs up if you like this video, leave a comment down below if you have any questions about the product, and of course, if you would like to see more content like this, you can subscribe to our Tech YouTube channel, or you can just check out our other videos from before.